In many situations, people will hide their true opinions even if the group they are in shares the same opinion they do. The spiral of silence theory suggests that when a person perceives their opinion to be the minority of a group, they will stay silent about those opinions due to the want for a good public image. They want to lessen their own self-esteem issues, and they want to avoid social isolation and rejection within groups. First, I will talk about the importance of a reputable public image to some people. I will next discuss how low self-esteem affects people and how they use the spiral to mask their opinions. And finally, I will go over social isolation and rejection and its impacts. First things first is having a good public image. People really enjoy having their public image appear socially acceptable, since being accepted in public situations is something human beings crave. Another way to phrase this is public opinion, or keeping certain behaviors or emotions or opinions to yourself in order to avoid social isolation in the long run. Public silence helps maintain good status and credibility, since conforming beats honesty and individuality in today's society. Next is low self-esteem, and people with low self-esteem tend to be more silent since they don't really believe that they could ever be on the winning side for anything. So they use the spiral of silence to mask their opinions and mask their own beliefs, since they don't want to be perceived as losers. No one wants to be a loser. And people with low confidence, who don't really believe that the information that they have is correct or will be on the winning side, will mask that because they are afraid that that information is incorrect or someone will disagree with them about it. And my last point is social isolation, which is where one person is kind of shoved off on their own due to having minority beliefs or not being the same as a group of people. And an interesting fact is that people will subconsciously issue their own kind of threats by criticizing someone, pushing someone off, giving someone an odd glance. That is social isolation. And people are afraid of this because we don't want to be rejected by the main group. And this all comes back to having a good public reputation. We want to be perceived as correct. We want to be perceived as acceptable in today's society, and social isolation is a big fear of many people, even if we don't realize it. People will utilize the spiral of silence to maintain a good public image. People with low self-esteem will use it to try and raise their own confidence, and people use the spiral to avoid social rejection in public settings. This theory suggests that when a person perceives their own opinion to be unpopular, they will stay silent about those opinions in order to maintain a reputable public image, lessen their own feelings of inferiority, and avoid social isolation. In closing, the spiral of silence is a form of communication used when people feel their beliefs are in the wrong or a minority. This form of communication is not always dangerous, but it is important to learn about it and know that if you are using it, maybe you shouldn't be in this situation. In some situations it is not harmful, but it is important to know that it is a very widespread form of communication.